Alrighty, hello everybody. Thanks for joining me here. Live look at Doppler radar this evening or going into the nighttime. Go ahead and taking a look at Doppler radar. Quick update here. This is not going to be very long, but we'll discuss what we've got right now. So basically, northeast Alabama. If you've been outside, you've noticed it's pretty cool out. We've got some low clouds that's helping it stay stable over here in northeast Alabama, rather. We are currently at 64 degrees. We'll actually move. Let's go ahead and move over to our ambient weather station. Let's look out back. Give me just a second to adjust that out and get that view up here. And it should be coming up any minute. I actually didn't mean to put that one up there, so give me just a second. Let me get that off of there. Get that fixed really quick. So let's go ahead and get back to our ambient station here. If that would load up, that would be so good. I wish just for one time one of my updates would work. For some reason it's not wanting to come up. So give me just a second to figure out what is going on with that. Okay. Anyway, just one time. I wish things would just cooperate. Okay, so there we go. Sorry about that, everybody. Just technology these days. Anyway, let's try this one more time. Hopefully it works this time. So let's take a look at temperatures across the area. And again, I apologize. All this technology is just ridiculous these days. Anyway, Crossville, we're at 64 degrees. It's not warm outside. We haven't really had a lot of sun, maybe a few peaks here, but we're at 64 degrees. We're stable in DeKalb County right now. Marshall County, a little bit warmer, but still not that bad. 65 in Albertville. It's just not warm enough over here at the moment, unless something just sporadically changes, and I don't see that happening. We've only got about an hour left till the sun completely goes down. Look at that, 64 in Langston. I mean, it's actually cool outside. It's very humid, though, so, you really feel that humidity out there. Let's go out to the west, though. And this is going to be interesting even out to the west. Let's look at those temperatures. So a bit warmer out to the west. So almost 70 degrees out to the west. So it is a little bit warmer over there, but as you can see, a little cooler here. Let's look at the winds. Not too bad out there either. I mean, anywhere between, looks like 1 miles per hour and maybe 15 miles per hour. So it's not crazy warm over here. There's not a lot of instability to work with, to be honest. Let's look at the sky cam out there. Cloudy. Not too bad either, just some clouds. So as long as we hold on to this pattern here, we will probably get by with just some strong storms or maybe just rain and some thunderstorms. Let's get back to Doppler radar, though, and take a look at that. So big batch of showers and some thunderstorms. There is a severe thunderstorm watch off to the west. That includes areas west of I-65. I do believe that we should get by. There is a threat, a low threat that we could still see. Maybe some damaging winds, low threat of a tornado. All that's a lower threat, but it's not zero, so we have to keep that in the back of our mind, even though it does feel stable over here, just in case something insane was to happen. Right now, though, I'm thinking just rain and maybe some strong winds, maybe some thunder and lightning. But right now, looking off to the west around Phil Campbell, there's some lightning, some thunder. Special weather statement in northwest Alabama for some 40-mile-an-hour winds. Even the storms over there are having trouble keeping together. So if this pattern continues, we should get by with just some strong winds, heavy rain, but I still can't fully rule out an isolated severe storm or two. Especially with the wind shear. The wind shear with this system is going to be interesting, to say the least. So there is a good bit of wind shear with this system, so we'll watch that for a brief spin-up tornado, but I believe most of us should get by with just some storms, maybe some rain, wind, all that good stuff. But let's look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook, and it hasn't changed. It still remains the same as it was. Storm Prediction Center outlook, there is still a level 2 slight risk of severe storms for just about all of North Alabama. So it looks like there is still a threat of some damaging winds, but I'm thinking that threat is, starting to lower a little bit. And actually, since we're at it, let me go ahead and we'll look at the model outlook. I wasn't going to do this, but I'll take some time and do it. Let's look at the model runs just to get a better idea of how the environment and all that has changed, if it has. So let's go ahead and look over that. I'll have that up here in just a moment, so bear with me. We'll grab that up. So hope everybody's having a good evening out there. It's been a very nice day. I mean, really can't complain at all. Very nice day out. And let me go ahead and grab these model outlooks here. Alright, let me change that back again. So this thing's being glitchy for some reason, I've noticed. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is being a little bit glitchy. Sorry, I was looking at the chat there, so sorry about that. All right, let's get it back to it now that it's working. But yeah, it is being just a little glitchy, so work with me on that. It is glitching just a little bit on my end. So let's run this on through. There's our showers and storms in northwest Alabama. I mean, what can I say? They don't look good. When I say they don't look good, I mean they don't look that bad is what I'm saying. They look weak. But there could still be a low tornado threat to the west of I-65, of course. We're going to watch that. But it's looking like a lot of rain in North Alabama. There'll be this big batch here that we're watching. It'll come through. So about right now, 6 o'clock, moving into northwest Alabama. It'll get along I-65 approximately 7 o'clock, and it does start to weaken out a bit. It's moving into a more stable environment, so the rain actually does weaken out, and the storms weaken out a good bit as they move into northeast Alabama. So it looks like they get on through here, we'll say around, probably, I'm going to say around 8 or 9 o'clock they get on through here. Then we'll have some more rain behind that, another batch of some rain, maybe some storms. Looks like that comes in around midnight tonight. So we will be keeping an eye on this as this moves through. But the thing is, lots of heavy rain expected with it. Let me look and see how much this rainfall's outlook has actually changed since earlier. So not really any change with the positioning of it. They've actually positioned it a little bit further south, looks like, with the higher rainfall south of us, with North Alabama only getting around maybe 1 to 2 isolated inches of rain. So they moved it a little bit further south than our last outlook model showed. Let's go back to the HRRR. We'll take a look at the perimeters here. So let's look at a tornado perimeter, get that up. And looks like they are freshly coming in, so let me reload them once more. Let's see, where did it go? There it is. And yeah, they are just now coming in, so these are new models, and they're not going to go out very far. But I can tell you now, look at that. That energy, it looks like it's staying in Mississippi. The threat of a tornado, you know, really decreasing in Alabama. I mean, very, very low energy at all. There is hardly any energy, so that is good. Looks like most of it stays in Mississippi. Threat of supercells, let's run that on through. Most of that's in Mississippi into the west, but as it moves into Alabama, it really falls apart. So, you know, I'm thinking that we'll probably just get some strong winds, heavy rain, lightning, that kind of stuff. But I believe, I can't fully say this because the Weather Service has not ruled it out yet, so I can't formally say that we won't have any severe weather. That's not up to me to make that decision. But I can tell you based on the model outlooks that I don't believe we will have any severe weather from this round of storms. If things stay like they are right now, we should get by with just some rain, wind, lightning, that kind of thing. So that is great news to actually see that. Let's get back to radar again, and pretty much watching that batch of showers and storms from the west. It is pushing to the east. We will keep an eye on that through the rest of the night and make sure nothing happens. But you know, stay weather aware just in case something does try to be crazy. Make sure you do that because we have not been cleared from the severe threat. So I won't say that we couldn't have some severe weather, but I don't think we will. So that being said, I'm going to get ready to wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for joining us. Again, stay weather aware until you see me post up and say, hey, the severe threat's out of here. That'll be up to the higher meteorologist to make that decision. So just going based off of what I know, that it doesn't look like we're going to get much in northeast Alabama. Again, stay weather aware in case, but don't think we will be seeing much other than heavy rain and wind, lightning. But again, stay weather aware. Things can change here. We're in Alabama, tornado season. Yeah, that's what I'll say. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining me here on the update, and maybe one of these days I'll get the bugs all worked out of this live stream and we can have a live stream without anything messing up on me. So Thank y'all so much. Have a great evening. Stay weather aware. We'll keep you updated right here. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow. Take care.